начинается.
Обнаружены силы противника.
Двигатель выведен из строя. Пожарная тревога. Торпеда за кормой.
Вражеский эсминец потоплен.
Союзники, поддержите огнем по указанной цели.
Торпеды прямо по курсу. Торпеды прямо по курсу.
Бой начинается! Вражеский линкор уничтожен.
Вижу крейсер противника.
Торпеды справа. Торпеды прямо по курсу. Торпеды прямо по курсу.
Команда противника получила преимущество.
Обнаружен эсминец противника.
Вражеский эсминец уничтожен.
Против противника.
Противник близко к победе. Команда противника близка к победе.
Большая пробоина. Быстро набираем воду.
Бой начинается.
Hello.
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 I found a really good mod for Lord of the Rings for Total War.
Yeah, I saw.
It's actually quite good. You can have the Fellowship. Also, the Undead Army is in it. Ents. Can even be the Dark Lord himself. Can even be
Yeah, but it's
Gandalf.
for Rome.
Well, it's for
Isn't it?
Alexander. That's alright. It's not too
Yeah,
bad.
well.
Though. It's not too bad.
Someone in this comment section asked, "Can you post the figures of people killed by their own capitalist government, please? Interested to see." Because it's a thread that the Conservative Party actually put up. It's talking about fucking communism. About how people still fucking celebrate the idea of communism. And one of the MEP in the video says to say that replace socialism with the word fascist, and if you said today that real fascism had never been tried because the governments in the 1930s don't represent a real fascist government, it's a ridiculous position. So why can you get away with it with fucking communism then? Every time communism's been fucking tried. Every time they fucking do it, people die.
Yeah.
They starve you, they shoot you. Like,
But then people, their argument is, oh, it's not real communism.
well, it is.
Yeah, no, but not to them, it's not.
Well, the Nazis or the fucking Mussolini's Italy, you could almost say isn't real fucking fascism. That's how dumb that argument is. No? Like, I can't believe people are looking for they're looking for, like, capitalism to have, where's how many people have died to capitalism? Well, not that fucking many people, because in capitalism there isn't an inherent fucking policy of mass murder and genocide.
They're asking the wrong question. It's not how many people have died to capitalism, it's how many people is the governments that have been involved with this political ideology killed because of it.
Yeah, and Western democracy inherently hasn't starved anybody to death based on ethnic background or religion or anything fucking dumb. They haven't fucking shot anybody because of this. People die because of wars, and that's about fucking it, but I'd take fat poor people over starving to death any fucking day. That's the funny thing. It's funny under capitalism how we can have fat poor people, isn't it? Literally have the bottom of society be fucking overweight.
But that's the different socio-political.
But yeah, that's because they're not fucking
Cheapness of healthy food is, or the cheapness of fast food, and so forth.
Someone's trying to say that Norway is a socialist country. Well, it's not. It's a Western democracy that has elements of socialist policies. Capitalism has killed the most, but capitalism isn't inherently genocidal, you fucking idiot. The Russians fucking killed people, they shot them in the back of the head and they kicked them in the mass fucking grave. They sent you the fucking gulag. Like, if you look at the map of the gulags, it's actually fucking nuts. The map of where, like, there are hundreds of fucking gulags, you know?
It's funny, right? You could say that, like, the argument is so... It's unbelievably...
They're the good guys.
No, it's confirmation bias. So, like, see, these people died because of capitalism. It's like, oh, okay, but what about all of these?
Oh, they're not real communists.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to bring up political parties. You can say, oh, what about all these other people that died in other types of government? Oh, look, they don't have a heart disease foundation that is paid for by everyone. The governments, everyone that dies of heart disease is essentially killed by the government. Fucking stupid. Just give it another 5. Oh, not even that. I reckon it'll die quicker than that. If you give it another, what, 2 years, all these people that are shouting communists will either be in jail for breaking the law so hard, or they'll either be fucking, you know, they'll stop. They'll just stop. They'll find a different fad.
I despise people that fucking apologize for communists and fucking national socialists and fucking fascists and shit. Love it in Russia and stuff. Like, there's a bourgeois class, so they, you know, execute the bourgeois class. Then, like, the next class of people who are now technically the wealthiest are the wealthiest people, so they have to fucking start killing them because they're the wealthiest people. And then they get to the next class of people, and it's like, oh look, these people are the richest again, and now we gotta kill them. I just can't wait to see how social justice warriors are like far left fucking commies, because they're all. You know, some of them are all like, oh, we love the Jews. What happens when they realize that the Jews have most of the money? You gotta kill them.
But the thing is, a lot of the Jewish organisations are probably propping them up, you know?
Yeah, well. Not a good idea.
But just give it. There'll be one event where someone will go so crazy, like they'll do something stupid. Like killing people, or they'll start getting militant, and then that's when the whole thing will die down and people are like, oh shit.
Viel Glück allen.
I also have a problem with the European fucking Union at the moment as well. I remember people laughed. I can't remember who it was that laughed whenever I brought that up during Brexit, that the European Union would try and push to get an army the moment we fucking left. People fucking laughed at me for it. What's the thing that happened a couple days ago? European Union, 23 member states push towards further like integration with each other, with logistics and shit. 23 EU nations joined forces as part of Defence Cooperation Pact driven by France and Germany, whose leaders have long campaigned for greater integration. The agreement will add yet another convoluted deal to the bloc, with some nations taking part while others do not. This Permanent Structured Cooperation, or PESCO, pact includes commitments to integrate armed forces, a boost in defence spending, and establishment of a joint headquarters. UK, Ireland, Denmark, Portugal and Malta have yet to sign up to the deal, which is seen by some as the next step for a fully fledged EU army.
It's a little sinister, isn't it?
But I've always thought the idea of the European Union having an army was sinister, because who does the European Union have to fucking fight? And what if somebody wants... Like, it sounds... I don't know, maybe it sounds like fucking fear-mongering, but part of me in my head thinks that what if a country wants to leave, let's say 10 years down the line, and they have an army?
Like Catalonia.
Well, I guess, yeah, then the EU has its fucking own armed forces, doesn't it? You can't fucking leave. Your army's in the EU army. You don't have any way to defend yourself. Fucking V talks about how the EU fucked over Romania constantly. Like, in the constitution of Romania, it states that EU law supersedes Romanian law. Like, countries literally are losing the ability to fucking decide what they want to fucking do. Instead, they get shit forced upon them. Apparently, they impeached their president, not like in 2011 or something, and the EU stepped in because he was very fucking pro-EU and made a rule that 50% plus one person has to vote in their like referendum to impeach him. They changed the rules so that he wouldn't get impeached. Like, what the fuck? Like, if this is true... Like, then it's bullshit? So, yeah, here we go. Basically, he was accused of overstepping his authority, and people were sick and tired of his shit. Like, he was ruining the country. Let's see. Yeah, basically, here we go. There you go. The day before the vote in Parliament, the government changed the referendum law to enable an impeachment referendum to be valid if the majority of voters voted in favour. Previously, the law required at least 50% of eligible voters to vote in favour. Following criticism of this tactic, the European Union accused him of undermining the rule of law. Ponta accepted the ruling Constitutional Court to require a turnout of 50% plus 1 to render the result of the referendum valid. Well, yeah, they meddled in the internal workings of a country, pretty much. 88% of the people of Romania said that they wanted to fucking impeach the fucking president. And then and because the voter turnout wasn't 50% plus 1, he remained the president of fucking Romania. Like, how bullshit is that? Like, it's not a fucking... This is why I don't like the fucking European Union, because it seems to be like this collection of fucking bureaucrats at the top now that decide what's best for your country. and they don't fucking live there. They don't have a fucking clue what's best for your fucking country. I mean, V says he's convinced that the European Union is trying to make Romania a country that depends on it, so that if it ever tried to leave, it can't. He says the Austrians own the fucking woodlands, the fucking...
It's probably what happens. Probably what
I mean, he says about how the Austrians are allowed to do what the fuck they want when it comes to their woods. They can't do anything about it because of like some EU regulations, so the Austrians can fell their woods. The French do the water. He says, like, I buy my water from a French company, my electric from a German company. Like, and he said that somebody in the parliament once said, if the Russians invaded, what is there to fight for? You know, everything's owned by the fucking farm everywhere else. Greece is a perfect example. You know? That's a country that has to rely on the EU now because of various issues. Italy, fucking Spain, all the southern EU countries are kind of in the shitter economically. Why I'm fucking wary. I just don't like the fact that they want an army now as well, because there's nobody to fight but internal affairs in a way, like not like this. I mean, people fucking laughed at other people for in the 70s for making the argument that this will turn out to be more than just a fucking trade agreement, that it will lead to like becoming a federal state eventually, and well, I guess they were fucking right. Never hear any of the Remainer, like, well, people call them Ramoner, but fucking like the Remain side, I never hear them ever mention like the impact that the UK leaving will have on the EU. It's always how doom and gloom everything else is. But think about it, we contribute the second most amount of fucking money. Like 13 billion.
It breaks their argument.
Like, think of all that money that they're not getting now, or at least that we leave. Like, that's a fuckload of money. What does the EU do? Who's gonna fucking start paying for that? The Greeks?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What you up to?
Warships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
Well,
Popular game like Rainbow Six Siege, right?
mm-hmm.
Cost normally 15 euros, now it's on 50% off. Cost 7.5 euros now.
You know, the problem with that game is it's kind of like Battlefront in a way. Like, it takes fucking forever if you want to get any of the classes in it, unless you spend the real money.
Ah, it's true. I have them all, so I don't really care.
Yeah, but it's pretty grindy.
Yeah, and the character card doesn't really cost that much, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it does. It costs like 40 quid if you want them all.
Yeah, like a normal game.
Yeah, I'm not buying fucking like double with like spending another £40 on a video game just to have all the characters in the video game, you know.
Well.
Same reason I wouldn't spend money on fucking Battlefront 2 for fucking Darth Vader.
See, that's a fucking difference. Because that's a game that already cost fucking €60. I wouldn't even fucking pay half of that fucking price for that game. EA is a fucking disgrace to gaming.